We're with Ricky Rudd at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to drive the new oval layout. Have you driven this thing yet this morning?
I went out this morning and drove about 2 laps, so I'm as new to this as you are. So we'll figure this out as we go.
It's got a new turn 6 and 7 set up. Sort of bypasses the old 5. Should make a lot more.
Burn the tires off this thing.
Ricky, what do you like about this ROVAL layout?
What I like about it is it's technical. It kind of reminds me of I would call this the short track version of road courses. I'd put it almost in the category of Sears Point. It's fairly tight, and you got to be on your A game so you don't mess up the corners. If you screw up a corner, there's a lot of walls around here, so you got to be paying attention to that. But it doesn't have a whole lot of room for error here.
I assume they're going to block off that corner right there, the way those cones are set up.
I would worry about that corner there. If you overcharge that corner and you brake hard, get it wheel hopping, you're going to be into that barrier there. That's what would bother me a little bit.
On iRacing, this is always my nemesis. I never can get into the bus stop
I couldn't figure this out either on the iRacing. I hit that wall there.
Yeah, it's harder to see, obviously, on a screen like that because you don't get the resolution.
If you can run the sim, driving the car is easier. I think it's much easier.
And then this is the other new zone. It's going to be a little tighter down in here for these guys.
Yeah, I think they just moved it over a little bit.
They'll still take advantage of every bit of that paint, won't they?
It's smoother there, so it's going to be exciting to see what happens there. As long as you can remember, don't turn down pit road. It makes me want to drive down pit road right there. So we could go harder, but somebody's got to drive this car home today.
Yeah, this is going to get tight down here. Wow.
Yeah, so if you ever brake, you're going to wheel hop. That's the corner you're going to hit those barriers, so I hope they're pretty soft.
What do you like about watching them race this ROVAL now? The last couple of years they've done it.
There's going to be excitement for sure. There's going to be people getting into each other, and a lot of it just happens because it's, of course we're wide open here, but you start getting into the infield and things get pretty tight. Yeah, they got that curve pretty high there, but you still it serves its purpose. It slows you down. That's what it's designed to do. Do you want to finish this lap? You want to go over pit road? What did you need? I can't remember. That's only one lap we did?
That was one lap.
Okay, yeah, she said we can do 2. I just should keep going. I like this kind of fun.
Yeah, this is awesome. I've come down and shot the video of all the races since they started, and it's just fun to watch. It's fun to do this, and I know these guys enjoy. That's something different. What made you so good at road course racing back in the day? I think I remember some of that, but tell me.
Yeah, I think because I came up through go-kart racing. I raced, go-karts own tracks like this. Very similar. We ran Watkins Glen, we'd run Road Atlanta. And I think I was used to turning left and right. I mean, that's about the only characteristics, the two similarities is that you are turning left and right. You know, obviously oval tracks, you're just turning left. So I think I was used to that at a pretty young age, and that's where my background was. And I think it helped me come into when I got in a stock car, I was more open-minded to it, and I wanted to do good at it. I was wanting to learn it. It's a completely different skill set than going around an oval track. But I wanted to learn. Lucky I went to, had one of the best drivers instructors in the world was a guy named Bob Bondurant. So I went out to Bob's school and spent 3 or 4 days with Bob tied to his hip, and we did nothing but run the track and then talk about it, come back in, discuss it. But I think getting started on the right footing and wanting to be good at it helped me get to be a good road racer.
I think a lot of guys these days have taken advantage of some of the schooling and stuff, and are very much more adept at this kind of racing.
Well, yeah, the learning tools are there. You know, a lot of the guys said, well, we only got to run it twice a year. So if we race it twice a year, I don't have to be good at it. I'll just be okay at it. And I never took that mindset. I wanted to be great at it. I want to be really good at it. And these guys that come along today, they've got a lot more tools available to them than we used to have. They got the sim racing stuff that's very realistic. At least they get a chance to see what's around the next corner, and not show up at a racetrack for the first time and not know what's around that next blind turn. And so those tools are there. Plus, you know, there's all kind of road racing schools that you can go to. So they're very well prepared today. I mean, not just first 10 drivers. I'm talking about all the way through the field. These guys are prepped pretty good.
You're going to be the Grand Marshal of this race. How exciting is that?
I've never been a Grand Marshal. It's pretty cool. I've never known of a race driver really being a Grand Marshal, and it's pretty neat that they invited me to do it and to be the Grand Marshal. And I'm not sure if they were going to reach out to Carl or whatever. I said, well, you got to have both of us in it. You know, we'd have 3 of us. Ralph Moody, but of course, obviously, he's passed away a long time ago. I'm not sure what that sign language is meaning. I guess he's not talking to us.
Very good. Well, I appreciate the ride.
Yeah,
that was fun.
You're welcome. Enjoyed it.